Cynthia Diggs with Holmes, Diggs, and Eames is here to tell us how to separate our personal life from our work life. Cynthia, this is a really good topic because, you know, a lot of us have gotten, let's say, friend requests from our bosses. What do? You don't want to say no because then it's going to be awkward. What should you do in that situation?
Maybe you ought to just be a little less active on Facebook for a while if that happens.
You don't always have to post every party picture out there.
Exactly. Well, and the other thing is, you know, I have my own business. I have a divorce firm, and in the past I've had an employee want to friend me. And while there's nothing worrisome on my Facebook page, I'm very careful about that. I don't really want to know what is on my employee's Facebook page in any great detail. And so, you know, it may be appropriate just to ignore that.
So you can, what if you do ignore it? Is there any fear that you could face some sort of repercussions? I mean, we've done stories in the past. You know, last year there was a lot of talk about these employers that would force their employees to hand over their passwords and stuff. If you don't accept the friend request, is there any retaliation that's possible, or would that be legal?
There's nothing illegal that I know of about discriminating against someone for refusing a Facebook request. But on the other hand, it seems unlikely that an employer would get rid of a good employee just for something like that. Yeah. It's a very awkward situation, though, any way you look at it. And it just goes back to what I always say about Facebook. You know, if you're a professional, you've got a professional career, you know, it's really best to have a very clean sort of Facebook page, appropriate activities.
Sure.
Appropriate events and things like that.
So we've talked about the boss. What about just your friends? I mean, look, I'm friends with Melissa. I'm friends with, you know, Chris and Natalie. I mean, all the other people here, we're all buddies with each other, Jose, and we're all Facebook friends.
Right.
Could that get you into trouble if you post something, you know, maybe you're drinking or doing something?
Well, you know, there are stories in the news every day about people who have gotten in trouble for things that they have posted or tweeted or emailed or texted, even things that they thought were private. I mean, you know, Anthony Weiner is in the news back again. And whatever you do that is even anything electronic, just assume that anything electronic, words, photos, whatever, could easily become viral.
Could you get fired for something that one of your coworkers or your boss saw on Facebook?
Well, I think it's possible. You know, you might not know that that's the reason. You know, somebody could just say, well, you know, we need to lay some people off.
Moving in another direction, I think is the way they put it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Finally, just so that nobody is mistaken, you don't have any legal protection. I mean, you can't say, hey, you're not allowed to fire me. I mean, this is, we hear sometimes this term at will working state. So here in Texas, I mean, the boss can fire you for any reason. If he didn't like the way you were partying or for any reason, they could fire you.
It's true, except the boss cannot fire you for an illegal reason. The one area of concern, perhaps, would be the expectation of privacy. We do have rights of, you know, a right to privacy to a certain extent. But if you are posting things on Facebook and you've got hundreds of friends who are seeing it and have the ability to repost it,
then you lose your expectation, I guess, of privacy. Yeah.
Your expectation may be gone.
All right, Cynthia Diggs, thanks so much for that advice. The takeaway is keep it clean. Maybe you don't have to post so many party pictures on Facebook. Melissa.